Hello, everyone. Good to be back with you. It's Kat here. As I was setting up my live stream, it says, continue as Kat. Do you ever have those moments where you realize that who you were a week ago is different now because of what you've experienced, what you've been through? There's a new wisdom. It might be lighter, it might be darker. And I'm here in the fire horse energy. I'm bringing in my little favorite fire horse flame here for you. And I'm also bringing in a model horse that I found upstairs. This guy is a glow in the dark horse, believe it or not. And if you look close at his paint spots, he has like all of these little hidden pictures in there. I love hidden pictures. There's a pirate on this side. And he has this really cool glowing green eye, which reminds me of our real horse, Twinkle, who has a blue eye, who we brought home this weekend. If you've been following along and if you're local, you know we're having a fire horse party. If you feel like you're a friend who wants an invitation, send me a ping. Um, I've reached out to everyone who I thought would want to come and meet her, but there's always more. There's always more. And that's been a big part of my teaching this week. But wait, there's more. There's always more. You know, we opened the Spiritual Horse Seekers Summit, which concluded on the new moon, April 17th, with The Invitation by Araya Mountain Dreamer. And the invitation is a poem that begins, "It doesn't interest me what you do for a living," and goes on from there. And one of my favorite lines in it is, "I want to know if you can wake up and do what needs to be done to take care of the children after a night of grieving." And I feel like when it comes to caretaking and sometimes when it comes to life, there's always more. There's always more. You know, I have come home to my house and tidying and laundry and all the things that were going on. And I walked into my office and my daughter took out copies of my book. I have like 5 copies of my book, which is here, The Adventure Paradox, How to Haul It All, Go Big and Go Home in Your Relationships. And this book came out in 2023. So it feels so long ago now in 2026, honestly. But she has them all opened to July 17th, mile 3,666. A green pasture in Utah is the story, but the photograph is of her in our family home on this huge bell. She's like 6 months old, a baby, chewing on the handle of the bell. And she opened this up, like 5 copies of this all opened. And this is a gift I'm sending to all of our speakers and also our VIPs from the Spiritual Horse Seekers Summit. That offer only continues through April 27th, by the way. So if you want a copy of this book, you can go sign up as a VIP for $97. You get lifetime access to all of the speakers. All of the speakers have also provided gifts, which is really, really cool. So more about that coming. But my teaching this morning, you know, ringing the bell is really what it's about. The dream is ringing the bell, being on the mountaintop, the achievement, the TEDx talk, the Spiritual Horse Seeker Summit has been on my heart for about a year. And then it finally came to pass. And what's so interesting is that there's still, for those of us, I think, who are achievers or set goals, there's always another mountaintop, and that is the adventure paradox. Can we take a moment to just be in this feeling of what we accomplished instead of running off to the next thing? To be in the dreama, even and especially when drama may have shown up in your space, because life can be lifey. The dog gets away, somebody gives you 24 hours notice and leaves, and it's your life you get to come home to every day. And if we don't make time to really soak up the dreama, we can get really rocked in the drama. So, all in the same week here, My TEDx talk went live. It went on TEDx Global, which I didn't know when that was going to happen, but I knew it was sometime between now and 6 months from now. And whoosh, in the middle of the Spiritual Horse Seeker Summit, I can now say I am a TEDx speaker, which is so amazing. Like, I want to thank me. Hats off to me. I feel like I haven't even had a moment to arrive at my own door because I have had so many things going on. So many, I've got a candle here with three flames in it. So many fires I've literally been putting out. Look at that. Just walking it over here, it put its own flame out, this huge candle. And the incredible gifts that are coming in, like the way God is showing me and lighting with that fire horse energy, just that next step. And the things that really aren't important, they just fade away. But are we truly embodying like what this month is all about? If you're following the Taurus energy, is fully embodying your part in the healing, your part in arriving at your own door, your part in being present to the dreamer and letting go of the drama, fully being in the dreamer of all these things you dreamed of. I dreamed of being a TEDx speaker, and now it's happened. I'm like, what? I dreamed of bringing the Spiritual Horse Seekers panel together, and now it's happened. And hundreds of you have signed up. And if you haven't signed up yet, theadventureparadox.com/horse seeker, which by the way, when I was first starting a podcast, that was what kept coming through. Horse seeker, horse seeker. You know why I didn't go with that title? Because it's way too hard for me to say that. Say that 20 times fast. But here it was, this beautiful summit that we got to create of horse seekers, those who seek horses spiritually. And it might not be physically being with them, just learning about them, having a Breyer horse model like this that glows in the dark, whatever it is for you, the dreamer. But if you dream of it, it's out there for you. Don't let the drama of your life erase your dreams. They're here for a reason. And I made a mistake. I want to own my mistake because there was drama and I want to own it. So, something I've discovered, and I was thinking about this on my walk this morning, is when you quote somebody, when you share beautiful teachers, inevitably they are flawed. They make mistakes. Let he who has not sinned throw the first stone. I make mistakes. I made a mistake. And the mistake I made involved quoting someone, a teacher in the horse world who I admire, who has apparently done some really terrible things I didn't know about. And if you want to know who I'm talking about, I talk about it at the end of the last live panel on April 17th, and we can talk more. And what I discovered as I went around and made amends to each speaker and those who listened is that we all make mistakes. Every one of these speakers has been burned by one of their spiritual teachers, one of their trainers or coaches or mentors. So I just want to publicly apologize if I've done anything and ask if there's more healing. I want to embody that for you and for me. Please come to me because I don't know if I've hurt you unless you tell me. I'm not a mind reader. I'm very intuitive, but unless you're in my field and letting me know, I don't know. And let's burn it down so that we can get back into the dreama. Because there can be so much drama between people. But in God's world, all is perfect and all is at peace. And I think that's more important to embody and remember and feel into now more than ever. And especially when you make mistakes, to own them, to embody them, not to claim perfection. So that's it today. Stepping into the dreama, letting go of the drama. And I'm recording this for the Adventure Paradox podcast, so we'll also insert it into the end of the Horse Seekers along with a little something more. I'm going to keep recording now after I say goodbye to Facebook and close this just for those who are part of the Spiritual Horse Seekers Summit who are really seeking this work. Because maybe the mistake isn't even with me. Maybe I didn't do anything to you. It's with yourself. It's that step you're not taking towards your dreama, perhaps because of the drama. And life is waiting for you to meet you at your own door, to truly embody this life. Because I don't know what your spiritual beliefs are about this or that or the next, but I do know we have right here, right now, and we can't change the past. But by golly, we can build a beautiful future. So with that, I send you out into the adventure of your dreama, and may it be free from drama. And until we meet again, please do adventure on.